Hello and welcome to a sneak peek of TERA Online, the new MMORPG just released in May of 2012. It was developed by Bluehole Studios and published by Mass Entertainment. In this video we're going to take a quick look at character creation. Right now we're just taking a peek at some of the different races available. Mostly races are just for your aesthetics, and they all have a racial ability which usually is in a long cooldown, half an hour, and they're not that big of a deal. The human one is a 2 or 3 minute buff that reduces your knockdown chance. It's on I believe, an hour-long cooldown. The elf will give you increased mana, and that's on a half hour. So they're nice abilities, but they're long cooldowns, and they're not that big of a deal. We also have all the different classes. We have your standard meleeers, your tanks, your archers, your casters. Priest is a healer, Mystic is a hybrid healer DPS. We're going to make a ranger for this video. You can choose through several different presets, or you're like me, and I'm going to start with a preset and edit it from there. So you're going to pick different hairstyles, different skin color, different face. So it has a lot of character customization here. You can choose many different ways to make your character look. So let's just keep going through this. All the different sliders for all the fine detail that you don't have to mess with. But again, if you want your character to look exactly a certain way, here you go. You're going to want to play with these probably for minutes or an hour. You can have 4 different basic looks for your armor. I kind of like the second one. And you can choose one of 6 different voices. So let's get into some gameplay. The first thing you might notice is this little kind of target in front of me. Unlike many recent MMOs, you don't actually lock onto a target and keep damaging it. You aim in that little area and your abilities will fire towards there. Another one is you'll see my skills. I can actually set up skill chains. I can make it so that when I fire my left click attack, I can hit spacebar and that'll blink me back. And then if I had multiple skills at that point, I could chain the blink to another skill, like just by hitting space. It's set up so you can play this game on a console, actually. There's my racial ability. It reduces my chance to be knocked down. Probably good for a tank if you wanted to worry about if you wanted to min-max your character. Questing system's a lot like Warcraft and other standard MMOs. You have quest hubs. You talk to the NPC, they give you an objective, you go complete the objective, come back, turn it in, get a reward, and do your next quest.
Something important.
The yellow exclamation points, or the exclamation points, mean I have a quest for you. Question marks means I have a step for you. Asterisks means your quest is finished. Yellow is a standard one. Red means I have a story quest for you. Usually a little bit harder and better reward and kind of advances your story. So let's take a look at some of the combat in the game. My ability here has a 19 range, so I can get my little target will show me when I'm within 19. I just hold it down and start going to town. If I had more than one ability, I'd probably use that. But right now I just have my left click, so I just hold down left click until the monster is dead. If they get near me, I'll blink back like that. You have to be careful. Some of these monsters hit incredibly hard, so you want to avoid those big hits. They kind of telegraph them. We'll see that at some point. I'm going to go take a look at maybe a slightly harder monster. These are just standards. There's something a little harder called BAMs, or called the big-ass monsters, that's what they're called in game. And they're kind of like the elites from other games. So let's take a look at one called Velkus. Alright, here we're about 15 minutes later into the gameplay. We're killing a monster, or a tree, named Velkus for this NPC. He's been terrorizing the pigs lately. You notice he's got a lot more hit points. I've also got a couple new abilities. I got one that just tries to fire a rain of arrows up in the air. It'll hit up to 5 targets, or it'll hit one target very hard. AoE damage is split in this game. The more targets you hit, the less damage it does to target. So here I am, I'm just focusing him down. I am going to have a little issue coming up soon. I'm also waiting for him to cool down rather than just spamming abilities on him. Or he's going to do it, see that he telegraphed a big attack. If he hit me with that, it would have done about half my damage. And now I've aggroed another tree onto me. So let's just keep whittling him down, keep kiting him away. Kind of shooting and scooting. Every time I take a shot, I move a step. In order that the cooldown is up on rain of arrows, I shoot that off at him too. So even with an extra ad at this low level, I still am able to deal with it. I imagine dealing with an ad plus a BAM later on would probably get me killed. There we go. That's our first look at TERA Online, just a little bit of combat. If you want to see more, check out MMO Play. Thanks for watching.